Hello Xavier, this is a quick video showing you how to access our ebook and audiobook collection. First thing you want to do is open an internet browser and go to Classmate. That's CLASSM number 8.para.catholic.edu.au. Once you've done that, you can click on eLibrary. It will bring up your student portal. It may ask you to log in. Just log in with your regular student account. I'm going to click on Library. Okay. From this page, you can search up here in the search bar for any physical books that we have on our shelf. But since we're going to look at ebooks and audiobooks, we're going to go over to the side and click on Student eBooks. When it comes to student ebooks, you have two main collections. We've got the Overdrive collection, which is in the form of Overdrive and Sora, and we have our Wheelers collection. You can feel free to explore both, but today we're going to focus on the Overdrive collection through the Sora app. So once we are here, we're going to click on Sora. Once you've clicked on Sora, it should bring up a blue screen with some white clouds asking you to sign into your school. Now we're not looking for Xavier, we're looking for ACEN, Australian Catholic Education Network. This is because we share our collection with a number of Catholic schools. So you go ahead and click on that and sign in. Once you've signed in, it'll bring up this page. You can now bookmark this page, Sora eBooks, okay, and go there directly, or you can go to this web address directly. You do not have to follow through all of those steps. You just needed to do that the first time to connect to our collection. Okay, so this is our ebook and audiobook collection. I'm just going to point out a few main things for you. On our home page, it looks like this, and it shows you what loans you currently have out. So you can see here that I've got this book here out on loan to me. I've recently defined a word, which is a function within the ebook reader, and I have made a highlight in another book. So any notes that you make, any words that you define, you can find here on your home page. It also brings up books that the program thinks I might enjoy based on things that I've read previously. On the Explore page, it brings up a couple different things. At the moment, there is a featured collection of books that are always available, no matter if they're on loan. That won't always be there. It has books and ebooks and audiobooks that are currently available, popular subjects that you might want to browse, new books that are added, new audiobooks that are added, and a most popular list. Okay. After that, they have several different featured collections, such as a genre collection, science fiction, a read-along, so books that are read to you that you can follow along the text, comics and graphic novels, classics, and so on. So you can browse through that at your leisure. The shelf shows books that I currently, or you will currently have on loan. Okay, so I can click here and read it. I can look at any books that I have on hold. I'm currently on the wait list for the audiobook of Maze Runner. It shows any lists that I may have made, such as a wish list. These are books that I would like to read when I get a chance, and books that I have read already. So if you want to remember a book that you have read and you can't quite remember what it was called, this is a good way to do that. It also gives you an activity list. Any books that any badges that you have won, any books that you finished will show up in this area. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to find a particular book. So you might go back to Explore, and there's a search bar at the top. So say I would like to read Harry Potter. If I search for Harry Potter, it will bring up all the books that meet that criteria. So you can see here that we have quite a few. Okay, we have quite a few because we have 2 copies of each one. This here is the ebook, so it is like a book that you would pick up off our shelf, except of course you're reading it on your device. This one here is the audiobook, and we can tell it's the audiobook because it has headphones. So you can see each one has an audiobook and a print book, an ebook. Now unfortunately I can't actually borrow any of these because they are on hold, which means someone has already borrowed them. So the more dots there are, the lower in the queue you are, but that's the reality of searching for something like Harry Potter, which is so popular. So I'm going to go back and look at one of the ones that were on our available now list. Okay, so I'm going to look at all the ones that are available now. Okay, and I'm going to borrow Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So if I click on that list, it will bring up a lot of information about the book. There is a title, cover page, there's a bit of a blurb, tells me what format it is, what series it is, who the author is, and if I click on either of these, it will bring up more books, so more books by the author or more books in the series, collections that it's part of, and as you go down it gives you a list of the other series and also tells me that it is available as an audiobook if I would prefer. But I've done my research, this is the one I want to borrow. So I come across here and I click borrow. Okay, it might take a little while to open, but once it is, this is what it will look like. There is a cover page and you can press on the side or use your cross arrows to turn the page. Okay, those stripes show that it's loading and there you go, I can read the book. Okay, this is a book that does have photos, not all books will. Okay, there are many settings. If you click in the middle of the page, you can come across here. You can make it 1 or 2 columns. You can search within the book if you know there's a particular quote that you're looking for. I can add a bookmark to a particular page. I can go to the list of chapters. I can go to the bookmarks that I may have made in the book previously. This is really good if you're studying something. You might want to bookmark certain themes. I can change the reading settings, make the text bigger or smaller, change the lighting. Okay, there's a few different settings that you can play with. Once you have finished reading for the day, click in the middle of your screen, click the close button. Okay, and if you go to shelf, loans, the book that you're reading will be right there. It tells me how long I have left to read the book. It gives me some options such as renewing the book, returning the book, sending it to a device perhaps. Okay, these are all options that you can explore. You do not have to use the website in order to access these ebooks and audiobooks. You might choose to download the Sora app on your phone, which you can do in the same way, following the same steps that I've given you here. I like to read on my devices. I like to download ebooks onto my iPad so that I can take it with me. I can also download it so that I don't have to stream the audiobook or the ebook, so I'm not using my data when I'm out of Wi-Fi range. I also like to use the app because it means that I can download the audiobook and listen to it in my car. You might prefer to read on your laptop or on a bigger screen. Whatever suits you is an option. So that's a brief overview of how to access and use Sora. I encourage you to explore it, see what you can find. And of course, if you have any questions, just come into the library and see me and I will happily help you out. Happy reading.